Let's check out probably the most well-known of the conic sections, the circle. Notice a circle is a set of all points xy in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed point hk called the center. The distance r between the center and any point xy on the circle is the radius. The distance formula can be used to obtain an equation of a circle. Here we want to look at what has to be true about the general second degree equation to have a circle. Well, for a circle, B needs to equal 0 and A must equal C. We'll look later at a technique for determining the center and radius of a given circle in the general form. Now, the next thing we want to look at is the standard form of the equation of a circle. The standard form of the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. The point hk is the center and the positive number r is the radius. If it has its center at 0, 0, we have x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And here we're looking at two different examples. One where the center is at 0, 0 with a radius of 3. The second one, the center is at 2, negative 3 with a radius of 4. Now let's practice finding some radius and centers. In this case, the center would be at 0, 0, and the radius would be the square root of 9, so r would equal 3. That one's easy. Let's look at this one. X minus 2, the quantity squared, plus y plus 3, the quantity squared, equals 16. Now, remember, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Standard form. So x minus h has to equal x minus 2, so h equals 2. Y plus 3 equals y minus k, so k is minus 3. The center then is at 2, negative 3, and the radius will be the square root of 16, or 4. Let's try another one. Suppose we have x plus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 14. So x minus h equals x plus 4, therefore h equals negative 4. Y minus k equals y plus 2, so k has to equal negative 2. R squared is 14, so r will be the square root of 14. So the center is at the point negative 4, negative 2, and the radius is the square root of 14. Now, let's look at some circles that are in general form and figure out how we're going to find the center and the radius of these circles. Well, you guessed it. We're going to do some completing the square. Notice how we regroup here. We get the x's together, we get the y's together. Then we take half of 6 and square it. That's 9. We add 9 to both sides. We take half of 4 and square it. That's 4. So we've added 4 to both sides. Now we factor. We get x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 22. So x plus 3 has to equal x minus h, telling me that h is negative 3. Y minus 2 is equal to y minus k, so k is 2. So the center will be at minus 3, 2, and the radius, r, will be the square root of 22. Let's try another one here. Get better at doing this complete the square. How about 2x squared plus 2y squared minus 8x plus 12y minus 25 equals 0? Again, we need to group the terms appropriately. We get the x's together, we get the y's together. And we're going to put the 25 on the right-hand side. Now notice, we have to factor out a 2. We get x squared minus 4x, complete the square, that's a 4. But actually, we added 8. So we have to add 8 to the right. Similarly here, we're actually going to add 18. So we have 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 2 times y plus 3 squared equals 51. Okay. So x minus 2 squared plus 2 times y plus 3 squared equals 51 over 2. And so the center is at 2 minus 3, and the radius is the square root of 51 over 2.